Hello. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hey, everybody. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Someone probably died and our client is innocent. As per usual, congratulations on your streak. Pillow. Hello, Alyssa. Hello, Henry. Hi. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. I have already started to pick out some really silly songs for Pride karaoke Pride edition. They're going to be real silly. I'm very excited. It's gonna be a good time. Happy Pride to my favorite Zambi. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you too. Not the Long John Silvers. Ew. Disgusting. That's what I said. Man, when Henry gets back from ad hell, because it's funny, I was just talking about Long John Silver's over the weekend with somebody, but I gotta wait till they're back from ad hell, because literally Henry is asking the same fucking questions that I was asking over the weekend. Same brain cell. Also, tonight's beverage, we just got some cold water. The mucus is mucusing, so I'm trying to thin it out with some water. This is because I had a matcha latte this morning. I can't remember if this is my third or fourth bottle of water today. Might be my fourth. I don't know. I'm a water fiend. And then I'll probably have some pickles after stream for electrolytes. Because I got tired of the electrolyte powders and I want some pickles. You're free. Literally, I just talked about Long John Silver's last weekend on my adventures to Joklahoma. Because we were on the highway and we were exiting and I see a Long John Silver's and I'm like, bitch, who is keeping Long John Silver's in business? Who? And my friend was like, my parents, it's them. And I'm like, why? There's so much better seafood places. You can get much better fried seafood literally anywhere else. It must be the boomers keeping them in business, because I do not know people who go to Long John Silver's, aside from my friend's parents, allegedly. Go find a local seafood joint in your town, and I swear to God, there will be better fried seafood. Right, fucking Arby's, fucking Long John Silver's. I can't. No, those commercials used to be pervasive back in the early 2000s. But no, I haven't seen. I guess they moved all their ads from TV to the internet, because that's where all the young people are. Ooh, an iced chai. Honestly, I don't do Dunkin' much, but that's because I make my own caffeinated beverages at home. Because that's what my mom did, so that's what I do. I got my Mr. Coffee. I also got a little French press, but I haven't used my French press in a while. And one of those Vietnamese coffee things, a fin, I think is how it's pronounced. It's basically like a pour over. You stick it on top of your coffee cup, and then it filters through that little thing, and you filter it over some condensed milk. I might do that tomorrow. That sounds pretty good. But no, I did matcha latte today, but, man, my half and half is gonna go next week, so I need to make me a nice big batch of iced coffee with my half and half so I don't waste it. I didn't realize how long it had been sitting in the fridge. I've just been on a matcha kick lately, and I just use milk, not half and half. But anyway, beverages. I was hankering for a Dr. Pepper Zero today, but we don't have any. And I went and spent money on some pastries at the 85 degrees Celsius bakery the other day. Was it Monday? No. Tuesday? Was it yesterday? And anyway, I went out and I got me some pastries from the 85C because I wanted pastries. I chose pastries over Peppy this week. And that's okay. It was fucking worth it. They have a strawberry festival going on, and I got this, like, what's it called? A Hokkaido chiffon cup. It's a little cake in a cup. Not a cupcake. It's a cake in a cup. And so it's topped with half of a fresh, juicy strawberry. And then, like, they piped that half full of fresh whipped cream. But then when you get into the cake, there's, like, a pastry cream inside the cake flecked with vanilla beans. So it was, like, this beautiful, light, fluffy chiffon cake with vanilla pastry cream topped with a strawberry. It was excellent. They also have strawberry squares with, like, strawberries in each layer between layers of cake, but they were sold out of that. But I did not mind because that Hokkaido chiffon cup is excellent. Go get you some strawberry stuff. They have, like, strawberry drinks. They got strawberry pastries. Because the last time I went, they were doing a mango event, but then it was strawberry this time. There are a few things that I think other bakeries can do better, but there are some things from there that I really, really like. That chiffon cup is one. The berry tail is my favorite. The berry tail is, in my opinion, the best thing they do there. It's great. Delicious. They have the mango tail as well, but I think the berry one is better. Just delicious, fluffy cake full of, like, a whipped berry cream cheese. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. What else did I get? Hi, Aqua. Welcome. Glad to see you, and I'm glad you're home safe. God, so I got the chiffon cup. I got the berry tail. I got the almond half moon. I have a love-hate relationship with the almond half moon. Because, again, their chiffon cakes are excellent. I love all the slivered almonds all over it. But the cream they use is, it's better than Cool Whip, but it's not real whipped cream. It is an oil whip. And I prefer real, like, dairy whipped cream. Cause, like, when you get the non-dairy ones, they, like, set up kind of hard when you let them get cold, so you gotta let it thaw out. But if you pair it with some fresh berries, then you're good to go. Love-hate relationship. Not the crawfish boil. Yeah, crawfish season's over, ain't it? I think it just ended. Damn, I didn't do any damn thing with crawfish. Still can do a seafood boil, but it won't be crawfish. Damn. We'll have to wait for next year, damn it. Although I think they'll have another summer special out. I did go for ramen on the way home from Joklahoma when we hit North Texas and everybody was hangry. We stopped. We always end up finding these, like, hole-in-the-wall, like, Japanese food places whenever we go to a convention, and, like, we get out of the major city because it's like, traffic, but then, like, in the suburbs we find some hole-in-the-wall Japanese place. And I had a tantan men. It was really good. A little too salty. The broth was a little salty, but that chashu, the chashu and the ajitama egg were perfectly seasoned. Excellent. I would go there next time and be like, yo, I just want the chashu and the egg over a bowl of rice with some green onions and sesame seeds, and that would make me happy. See, and the next craving I gotta get to is donuts. I have been thinking about donuts because there's this food creator I've been watching lately. Her name is Janie, and she is reviewing every single donut shop in Los Angeles because Los Angeles is a big donut town. And my God, I want some good fucking donuts, man. I want some delicious donuts. But I am not an early riser, and a lot of donut shops close early, so I need to get my ass up and go get me some donuts. But anyway, what's happening next Saturday? Yeah, that's what I want to know. What's next Saturday? Next Saturday is the 14th. That's Tokyo X in Houston. I will not be going because I might have an audition that day. I'm waiting to hear back on if I got on the audition list. Oh, good. Well, you enjoy. Have fun for me. I am not going. I have to wait. Because after 3 back-to-back weekends of traveling, my ass is staying home. So. But there might be an audition, so we'll see how that goes. That's coming up quick. I didn't realize how quick that was coming up. Oh my god. That'll be fun. Well, enjoy the movie and go get drinks afterwards and talk about the movie. Y'all gotta talk on a first date. But oh my god, have fun. Good luck. Cute. Good plan. Movie and boba. That sounds like a grand idea to me. A+. Very nice. Very, very nice. No, I thought about going to Tokyo X, but no, man. My social battery is very close to being drained. So I'm like, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill out. I have things to do, and the rest of the summer is gonna be real busy. So I gotta make sure I have enough time to prep and plan and have enough energy. So, yeah, because this weekend, it is back to Dallas for another concert. And I did this to myself. I know I'm complaining, but it is me. I am the problem. It is me. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But then afterwards, I'm going to be like, I'm going to spend the next weekend at home with me and my cat. And I'm sure Velcro will be very happy that I'm home. She's been like, why you leave me, ho? Every weekend you go out and do shit and you leave me here. She's over here chilling. She's chilling. As she does. There we go. So, I thought this was gonna be the last case in this game. Oh, let me check my sound. Hang on. It is not. This is the penultimate case, so the second to last. I like how second to last has, like, penultimate. It has a name. I thought we were gonna get to finish this, but I was wrong. But that's alright, because we get more Mia. It's Mia time. Mia, my love. Mia, my life. I don't know why we're getting a flashback case, but I'm not complaining. Yes, enjoy your dinner, and I will see you next time. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, thank you. Wrong screen. There we go. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know why we're here with Mia, but we are. Hi, Lily. Welcome. Hello, friend. I hope you're doing well. You are right on time. We just finished yapping, and we were just about to start the case. Turnabout beginnings. Here we go. The girl. Let her go. Oh, shit. Oh, we're right into it. Why does it look like old film? Shut up. Come closer, and I kill her. Uh-oh. Sorry, but you're not gonna get the chance. Oh, who is that? She got a gun. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, no. Right in the river he goes. A burger sounds pretty good, I must say. Phoneix, what are you watching? I'm reading through the file of an old court case. That's baby Phoneix. It was the first case of my longtime mentor. Wait, is he in the hospital? Why is he in the hospital? Terry Falls, charged kidnapping murder. That's some face tattoos. Not the death penalty. Damn. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Shit. Oh, it's Mia's first trial ever! Oh my god. Oh my god. Achievements? I don't know what the achievements are. I'll have to figure that out. Hello, Bob. Hello, Jim. Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Yeah, a death row inmate for your first case is pretty ballsy, ma'am. Not the ball and chain. And well, how come he gets a gold chain in prison? I didn't think he was allowed to wear that. Ah, good morning. Oh, don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't do nothing, I swear. I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Yikes. 73. He did steal your number. That's funny. Just relax, Mia. Woo, make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway? Oh no, not the ball, not the ball! You're gonna break your teeth! Mia, he didn't want to die, that's why. I didn't do nothing, I didn't kill nobody! This doesn't look good. I never lie, I didn't escape from nowhere! But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry, I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? And he loses it again. Great. Awesome. Lovely. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. Of course. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty, not perjury. Perjury in this game? Nah. Never. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I could never do that. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Not the wagon. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So, that much is true. He did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left! She was alive! It's true! I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Ha! Oh, shit! Is that Godot without the mask? Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at that face! Look at that hair! Why did you start wearing a mask? Your girlfriend, he's pretty fine. That's a wife. Yeah. I wonder if his grudge isn't against Phoneix, but against Mia. But now that Mia's dead, it fell to Phoneix by proxy. That's my theory for now. We'll see if that changes. You're not gonna figure out the truth just by staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big, scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where is Mr. Grossberg? Ha! That old man's probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Armando? Armando? Who the fuck? How did you go from Diego Armando to Godot? Oh my god. We're getting twisty. I didn't say. Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me? No, no. You've got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine. An escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I wish I could get out of it, though. Ha! Relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Oh? Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. Solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him. But not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike, maybe I was doing the wrong voice. I had the feeling that he was telling the truth. He's our client, Lily. Okay, 10 a.m. Let's go. Is this a different judge? Or is this the judge younger? Huh. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. So we don't investigate? It's just go time? Okay. Alright. Great. Fucking great. If I had a nickel every time a defense attorney or someone who planned to become an attorney turned to a life of prosecution, I'd have 6 nickels. Interesting. You think I'm gonna lose? How dare you? How very dare you? Different judge. Okay. This judge is uglier. Yeah, no, the haircut's not my favorite. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh my god, it's Edgy! Edgy! Babies, look at the fucking jacket. That kills me. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgewood, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everybody's talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet. Come on, Mia, you can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. Felt that. Huh. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Oh, I do? How exciting. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So, we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death?
You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
He's such a baby!
A truly horrible crime. I remember it well.
Right, the yuck, kitten?
Yuck! There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted.
Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was
a certain witness's testimony.
A witness's testimony?
Whomst! The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
So Ms. Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned. That wouldn't be...
Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne.
Aha! I see.
Hi, Rose. Welcome.
How are you this evening? You'd prefer to cringe rather than be insulted? Well, at least we're not getting whipped. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind: to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, yes. It's quite obvious the defendant is guilty.
Objection!
Brother, you haven't even heard my testimony yet.
Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor.
Watch yourself, Ms. Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Misogynist. Hello, Joker! I will say, though, you got one last chance, man. I use they, them pronouns. Watch it. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite!
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who is in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Is it Gumshoe? Yeah, it's my boy. He's wearing different colors. My boy. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, take Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir.
That's totally fine, Rose. I'm happy you're here.
Beige and a little coffee brown tie. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago.
I don't believe anyone asked you about that.
Let him have his moment, alright?
Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously. My heart is aching for you. Gumshoe, now is not the time. No, we don't need the whips. let the whip die. Oh. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Yikes. Okay, I got it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. The mug of coffee. We do have one of those. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. Okay. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Okay, Dusky Bridge map added to the court record. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? That was gonna be my next question. Yes, Anime Expo is happening on the 4th of July. That is correct. I'll just wait for all the pictures. I'm not getting into that mess. The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Even if she had a thick coat, there would be something. Gonna be something. I don't know if I buy that. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof they even met there. Celebrate 4th of July with your family. I have no idea what I'm doing for 4th of July, to be completely honest. I might just be sitting my ass at home, watching anime. And TBH, I wouldn't mind that at all. Oh my god, you did? Of course they would have the Pretty Cure voice actresses. They can get just about anybody over there. Smarmy. If you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. F the 4th of July, agreed. Absolutely. It is just a day off for me to enjoy the things I want to enjoy. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. What's a hoser? Detective, please proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Like, that is an anxiety-inducing amount of people. Like, seeing the crowds and also seeing how many people get sick after going there. Nope. That place is a giant petri dish. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now. Listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready. Are you drinking tea and not coffee? Okay, here we go. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. The con plague is awful. Hi, Dandy. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, no, I would want to go and see all the idols. But, with a new COVID variant and measles running around this country right now, no, none for me. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Yes, protect yourself. Wear that mask. And get you, some CPC mouthwash. Crest has CPC in it, and it helps, lower the viral load in your mouth. Get you some nasal spray, some mouthwash, and a mask. That's what I do for conventions. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. You certainly have established the importance of the bridge. This haircut reminds me of a specific anime character, but I can't put my finger on it. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Why are you rushing me? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling, it's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright? Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean the defendant, the witness. Everyone's a beginner in here. Huh, you got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all night, last night, watching. Stop with the kitten. He will never stop. Ever. We save. And I need another sip of water. That is a good anime. I love that show. Okay. What about the call? This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. Well, why didn't you say that? A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in a desk. Okay, victim's note added to the court record. According to this note, it seems the one who called her on the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Yes, go eat your dinner. Enjoy. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me? Right? Aren't you supposed to present all evidence before even more sure of his verdict now? Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. Well, bitch, what does that do? It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Aha. Was that a trap? cute face. I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. Sergeant Hawthorne went to the Dusky Bridge at the... Okay. I'm just gonna keep asking questions. Fuck it. A bridge up in the mountains? Why meet there? Because it's a very important place to the defendant, that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Huh. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. Okay. Where's the evidence? Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great! We even got to say, don't move! We've got you surrounded! Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about... I feel like somebody planned this. This was planned! My client's been framed! Oof. Switch over this way. The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? That's what I want to know. It's always funny seeing how young some iconic characters got in some cases. True. Oh my god, 26? A baby. Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Huh. If that's what had happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. What am I smelling? Hold on, it smells like something's burning. Let me go. Let me check. That is not a good smell. What is that? False alarm. No, not an electrical fire, not burnt fish. It's epoxy. There's resin crafting happening and it stinks. So I've got my fan turned on. False alarm. We're good. But no, if anything smells funny, I always go check just in case. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on the desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Okay, stuff here. Okay, where is there blood in the trunk? Mr. Falls had a car then. How did he get the car if he escaped from the wagon? Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure about he feels about anything? This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Well, there is a body. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa, That doesn't look too comfortable. No shit. Hi, Elliot. Welcome. Okay, photo. The first case in this third game. Which one was that? The last case I remember somebody shoving a body in a trunk was the one, it was Edgeworth's case. But I don't remember, what was the first case in this game? I can't remember. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman here. Oh, Mia versus Payne. I figured it was another flashback case, but I'm just wondering why we have two flashback cases. Right, it was the girl, that crazy woman with the poison and the vial. Yes, I do remember that now. Hi, Emily! Welcome. And yes, he is 20 years old in this case. It is a flashback trial. It's Mia's first ever case. You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back, nice and firm. It is pre-Visor Godot. The condition of the body when it was discovered is a very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? He has a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange. Do you? Anyway, do we? I don't see any blood. I feel like we should see blood. Also, this. This looks like a busted up lock. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint. Okay. I don't think you're supposed to stab anybody, Lily. That certainly is some impressive police work. Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured Mr. Falls would just try and run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at wrong voice. The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kind of close. Any later, Mr. Falls could have slipped right by. Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony. A trap? Another one? Not the Niagara Falls. Walk into it carelessly and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh? No, it's not. Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. And if you're gonna get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards. The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. Well, I think we already fell into a trap. Hold on, let's look at our evidence here, because we're gonna need to start presenting some shit. Okay. Valerie's autopsy report. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5. Bridge map. Yeah, let's look at the letter. February 14th, 1:21 p.m. Falls, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Who's Dahlia? Also, where's her white scarf? Where's the white scarf? I don't see a scarf. I don't see a scarf, and who's Dahlia? Terry. Valerie Hawthorne.
Diego Armando, Miles Edgeworth, and Gumshoe. Okay. I feel like I should present the note. No, that's not it. I think it's later. Let's see. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. That's where she was brutally murdered. Nope, still doesn't work. Shit. Well, fuck me. Maybe. Oh, let me just go through this whole thing. That's where she was brutally murdered. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange. I do! Aha! There we go. Witness! What is it? Do you have something to say, Ms. Faye? I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. God damn you, Mia. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten, want a piece of my coffee candy? Candy? You just drinking it black. Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. I think 23 is just fine to be drinking normal coffee, but okay. Come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective. Yes, ma'am. This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like, thus this special request. Ah, I have one very simple question for you, detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. The caller told her to wear it and to identify it herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? Oh, I hate it when he gets all smarmy! Hi, Darkrai, I'm doing okay. How about you? How you feeling? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for... Is it this one, perchance? That's a blue scarf! That's blue! Are you colorblind? Where did you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Quit withholding evidence from the court, shithead! Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. That's illegal. It's the safest place I know.
Huh. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. I call bullshit. Yes, that is tampering with evidence, and he would get charged for that. But this is Japanifornia, and they don't give a shit. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth, he was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time! The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Okay, fucking fine. Calling Mr. Bullshit! Right. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Fay? Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck! Felt. Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusivity and with hard evidence that, yes, the judge is different. It's a different dude. Ms. Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. Can't wait to hear all about it. Everything is moving at his whim. Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. A genius, huh? Are you cold? Go wrap yourself in a blankie or something. Okay. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. Okay. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. Also a hat. Where's the hat? It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. How? Shoved the criminal from behind, but they're facing each other. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Huh. Looking at this photo. Yeah, you would, if in order for him to stab her in the back from this position, he would have had to, like, go towards her and wrap his arms around her to then stab her in the back. He couldn't have pushed her from behind. You get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say it was a well-intentioned third party. Quit withholding evidence from the court, please. A potential witness. Why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. Oh, me? Me blanket. Okay. A head pat and a blankie. Where's the blankie? Blankie? There we go. Thank you. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I do. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, photo added to the court record. So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Aha! The truth is becoming more clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again? That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. Huh. What do you mean, huh?
Okay, here we go. We save. And we go. There's an eyewitness. This photo was taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. I disagree. God damn it! Ah, why can't I go directly to that? He can't have shoved her from behind. If they were facing each other. Bitch. This photo was taken by the eyewitness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf. It was drizzling. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Well, let's talk about it. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. You mean B-R-U-T-A-L, brutal? Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? Why does it matter? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian. Ha! Save your nasty look for the right person. Huh? Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself. Hey, watch where you spill your coffee. The court record, huh? That must have been when the scarf fell off. So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. She? That must be this Dahlia person. From what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am. The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet, too. Which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about this testimony that's still bothering me. Talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo. So what do I do? You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean. Of course I do. Huh. So the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means that somewhere hidden in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That's your chance. Who is this eyewitness? She's a college student. A female college student. That's right, meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. Wow. Wow, excellent deduction skills, Gumshoe. Fucking brilliant. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have a right to cross-examine her. For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all. What is that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. Oh, really? Then why do you bring her up? A female college student, eh? It means she's female and a college student, sir. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Damn it. Okay, let's talk. This photo was taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf.
It could be you. Lily is the witness. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, alright. So about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains? Good question. She was taking photos of wild flowers, apparently. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say it's because of all the spirits that live there. Spirits? Now that you mention it, this photo. This cloudy fog-like thing. Is it a ghost? I don't believe it. No, Your Honor, no. I don't think it's a ghost. Okay, it's a little hard to see. Drizzling, huh? That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Huh. Looks like a cold front just moved in. In any case. God damn it, he had to throw a joke in there. The point is, the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell when I was on the bridge. It was really something. Okay. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Okay, so I've already done this one. Let's continue. Okay, so we gotta go into the court record. Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Yeah, he is being a babaka, isn't he? Okay, I have to connect this letter to it again. I can't tell what way the bridge is facing. Also, where would she have taken that photo? I guess maybe from one of these points? I'm thinking, yeah, from here or here or here. Well, no, she couldn't have gotten over here, so it's either here or here. Because the bridge is fucked. So, yeah, she had to be... I'm thinking here is where she had to be. Okay, let's go back. No, I have to... Let's just go through it all. Photo. Find the contradiction. Save. This photo was accidentally taken by... I don't know if that was an accident. Would a blue scarf look white in a photo? I guess so. But we're trying to prove a contradiction, not prove that they're right. I'll try it for you, Lily. Let's see what's up. Nope. That's not it. We tried. Must have been when the scarf fell off. I know I have to present something here, but what? Well, oops. Let's try the note. Nope, that's not it either.
an eyewitness. This photo was taken. It shows... I'm just gonna keep trying that damn thing. Nope. There's an eyewitness. This photo was taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf. It was drizzling, so it's hard to see what was going on. Maybe the map? Like, how would the camera, if we're going by... No, not the map. Better question, what do I have? That is a good question. Drizzling, hard to see what's going on. Criminal shoved the victim from behind and stabbed her in the back. But how? We have to figure out how to get this Dahlia person. Oh, you're babysitting the children. Go wrangle them children. Good luck. Thanks for stopping by, Henry. I'll see you next time. Okay. No, that's not it. Is it on that last statement? The time, you think? There's an eye... Wait a minute. I always forget about profiles, but I don't have a profile for this Dahlia person. Huh. No scarf, no hat, but we've already established that. Photo taken by the eyewitness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf. It was drizzling. Unfortunately, it's hard to see what's going on. The criminal shoved the victim from behind, stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Oh shit, I didn't mean to... Fuck, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Badge. Autopsy report. Map. Note. The trunk. The scarf. And the photo. We have the defendant, the victim, our mentor, I guess. Edgy dummy. Right, that's what I'm saying. If it was hard to see, how did we get a photo? I guess we could present the photo on that. I thought I already did that. I thought I did it, but let's try it again. If I didn't. Nope. Nope, that's not it. Well, shit, I'm stuck. Fuck it, let's look at a guide. Let's check it. I'm stumped. What do I need? What do I need? Is it this one? Let's see. Okay, we presented the photo, and then we got the scarf. What do you mean, witness's photo? Oh, okay, witness's photo added to the court record. Present crime photo to the statement. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. I thought I did that. Did I not? I lost track of how many times I presented that goddamn photo. I had to double check myself, Darkrai. I was losing my mind. I just looked at it for that one thing. I didn't see the rest. Okay, so... Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim... Okay, I think I gave up on the fucking note. Wait a minute, isn't that... I didn't? I thought that was supposed to work. Was I supposed to present the note or the photo? Ah. Present crime photo. Oh, I was presenting the witness photo, not the crime photo. Wrong photo. Last time, should be. Crime photo. Been there, I've lost it too. Fell, hold on. What's the... Crime photo, it's the trunk, okay. Eyewitness. It was drizzling. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down and stabbed her in the back. Crime photo. I was presenting the wrong photo. Ding. There we go. Okay. So, at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog, too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. Oh, sassy. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Oh, he looks mad. Oh shit, you didn't. Thank you, Emily, for reminding me. Okay, there we go. We're back. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit the conditions that day? Well, she looks pretty dry to me. Like, it does not look like she has been outside. The coat is dry, right? Like, there's no blood. I don't see a knife. Obviously, there's no scarf and hat. What if the scarf and the hat wasn't there is because it was a different person on that bridge? What if? Let's point out the jacket. Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. Exactly! There you go. That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, it would have been muddy, right? The front of her coat should have been covered in mud. Aha! There we go.
That's exactly right! The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. Not befouled. I do admit the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean the top of the bridge itself was muddy. So why's the scarf muddy? If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? Yes, with your own fucking evidence, you shitheel. The surface of the bridge, huh? Huh. A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. I am a real man. Of course I can. Haha. Here is the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. It's the scarf. Bitch. The evidence is this scarf. Ah. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means the bridge was obviously covered in mud. Ha ha! I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo. Yes, you can and you will. Son, same to you, buddy. Ms. Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? How are you going to explain this, Big Shot? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here. Huh. You're doing pretty well for a little kitten. Mr. Armando! No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? I don't know, is it? The false evidence. It's one of those three. I think it's probably her testimony. I think she's lying. Huh. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is. Yeah! The false evidence in this case is the witness's photo, the body in the trunk, or the witness's testimony. We'll save. I think it's the testimony. Or it could be the photo. Damn it, now I'm second guessing myself. Photo, testimony, photo, testimony, photo, testimony. Shit! I'll go with my the testimony first, and then I saved if we fuck up.
It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Oh, okay, so it was the photo. Never mind. Oops. Because they're facing each other. About the photo, the prosecution claims was taken by a witness. It certainly seems to show a man in a prison uniform and a woman in a coat. Yeah, it could be somebody else. We don't see his face. However, we can't tell any more than that from the photo. Objection! Are you saying the people in the photo may not be the victim and the defendant? Well, that's certainly a possibility. So perhaps it was another prisoner and policewoman. I admit people have their quirks. Perhaps they were part of a role-playing group. Well, I suppose that's also a possible... I guess. Damn it! Was it really the third option? Oh. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Is it really the body in the trunk? Okay, let's try it. Shit, I was off the mark. If the victim really did try to repel her killer, and if she did fall down on the bridge, then you would expect her coat to be dirty. Therefore, the body that was found in the trunk of the car was not the body of Valerie Hawthorne. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't have to be a bitch about it. Objection. Not only a whisper, but he mixed in a sigh, too. Valerie Hawthorne was more than a simple meter maid. She was a sergeant. There's absolutely no chance that a mistake about her identity could be made. Did I just not go far enough the first time? Was my first hunch correct? Because that was the only one that went to Gumshoe and not... Hold on. Well, I guess that's what I get for second guessing myself. My gut hunch was right. Listen to your gut, Martha. That testimony is full of holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was truly a decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Okay. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. So do it. So do it, please. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now let's proceed with the testimony. Okay, so what we've learned today is, if you make a decision, follow through. It could be correct. I have no confidence in myself. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Who is it? Witness, what is your name and occupation? What? This bitch again? God damn! Everyone is so silent I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Although technically, is this the first time we saw her? Because the second time was with Phoneix, right? Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. Brother, you're making me hungry. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. What a creep! Hey, not so fast! As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. We're not falling for your white woman tears this time, bitch. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Ms. Faye, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me.
Sir?
Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Foster.
Is it? I thought her name was Dahlia.
I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate?
Oh! How can you be so mean?
What was mean about that? Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Damn. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this is taking. Is she staring at me?
And you would be?
Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Faye.
I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
All right.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
Louie, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. Okay. I knew it was gonna be on that side.
I was standing right over here.
Okay, but you couldn't be, because this would have blocked your entire view. You would have had to be over here. Well, I mean, I guess she could see it there. Never mind. Maybe?
I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
Nah, I don't fall for slimy bitches. Nah, dude. That looks like one of the girls who would have bullied me in school. She looks like one of those bitches who would have bullied me. So, you took that photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
What a cute camera, just like its owner. Okay. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this, a small but powerful model. A little, Canon power shot. For you? Well, if you want to date her, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge. Alright then, Ms. Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. What do you mean, believe anything you say? I take you very seriously, Lily, I promise. Okay. But why were you taking pictures in the rain? Did you say wildflowers?
Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers.
But it's only February.
Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
I know just how you feel. It's just when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor? I agree, thank you.
Then I noticed there were two people standing on the suspension bridge.
Was there anything strange about the two of them?
I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom.
No, not at all. Everyone's like that. I will say, we are nosy. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Shut up, man. That's why I took this job in the first place. Oh my god. Too much information, Your Honor. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Anyway, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Do you have any idea what they were fighting about?
No. I have no idea. Why do you ask that?
I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. Oh no. Oh no, she's crying. Fuck.
I would never eavesdrop.
But you just admitted it. I can talk, I promise. I've got more class than that. That's right, Ms. Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Well, fuck you too. Okay. What made you want to take a picture so bad? Yeah, for real. If you felt guilty.
The two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over.
Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand complete. Okay, shut up. Yeah, no, I don't care.
All I could do was to use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. And right after, okay, right.
You called the police.
Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was gonna try and escape.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That is some loud noise. I hope y'all aren't hearing that. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh? If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Be careful, kitten. That girl is the judge wrapped right around her little finger. And you're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers. You're gonna have to come up with something really good, Mia. Okay, let's look at our court record. I know that's Dahlia, but how do we get to that? Okay. Okay, two people on the bridge. Suddenly, they started fighting. Save here. Just for shits and giggles. Nope. No, it does not. I was wrong. Man, I'm rusty. Okay. Well, I pressed her on everything, but... I could present Hawthorne. Suddenly they started fighting. What if I present... No, not Hawthorne, damn it. How do I prove that they know each other? Huh. Using my camera to take some pictures of the wildflowers. Can we prove that wrong? Look at the photo? Okay, let's look at the photo. Could it have been her in that coat? Possibly? Because we can't see whose face it is. It's all too convenient. Were you? Jesus H. Christ! She said she took it as they were fighting, but they were just... Ah! You know, you are correct about that. Did they? Well, that didn't work either. Let's look. Let's look. We're stuck. Where'd you go? I guess that could work. Let's give it a shot. Okay. There we go. Excuse me. Go back. Hello. Okay, they started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. I thought we already tried this. I lost it. Okay, I guess we didn't. Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you... Okay, this is what you were getting at, Lily. We just put it at the wrong point. But I think her line of questioning is along the lines of what you were thinking. Is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Don't, like fucking Homer Simpson. Miles is just doing his job. My apologies, young lady, but Ms. Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can he?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film?
This photo was the last one.
What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All of the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wildflowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Timer, Mia. Timer.
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
So you took photos of yourself, so that could have been her on the bridge. I don't care, Judge. Right? No details. It seems Ms. Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Ms. Foster, perhaps you could tell us about a different sort of photo.
Right? The advent of selfies.
Photos of the incident you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Okay, no more blankies, serious.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. Huh. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. Okay, using my camera to take photos of wildflowers. Notice there were two people on the bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. Oh, okay.
The victim turned around and tried to run away, but she only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back.
Wait, wasn't the victim standing on the side of the bridge that was out?
I don't think she could have ran. Hold on. Where's the map? I'm pretty sure the victim was here and the killer was here. She couldn't have turned around and ran away. Let's use this idea, shall we? Ha 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 ha! There we go. Oh, you have one final hint, do you? Okay. Witness, your testimony's a joke.
Huh? What? But I just...
Ms. Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were two contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around to try and run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. Gotcha.
What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. Ha! This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court. Shock. Horror. Just a moment, Your Honor. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. Don't tell me they switch sides, you motherfucker. What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying? I'm saying even though the bridge is currently in disrepair... Don't waggle your finger at me! There is no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the... Bullshit! Bullshit! Absolute garbage, Edgeworth. If I take you seriously, then Melissa is jokes. Correct. And yes, Armando is fine. That's ridiculous! You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Motherfuck. Huh, that guy's good.
What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What?
That coward! Well, Ms. Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. Damn it.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, it wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But oh, it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Ms. Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir.
I am not on her side. Excuse me. Okay.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Uh-huh. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished. Don't say that! Well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. That's what I like to hear. All right, Ms. Faye, your cross-examination, if you please. The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Okay. Alright, after he stabbed her in the back, he picked her up in his arms. Oop, not load. Save. Go for Bork. Go for broke. Alright, let's go. Carried her over to the car. Okay. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge?
No, actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall on the bridge. If she had fallen down, the photo wouldn't make any sense. Oh, so now you're mad. If that was the case, the coach would have been all muddy. If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so rude. Well, young lady?
Of course she didn't fall down.
God damn you, Edgeworth.
The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
That doesn't make sense, but okay. We're one step too slow. And then what did the defendant do after that? Carried her to the car. You personally witnessed that?
Yes.
Did anything strange happen when he did that?
Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean this scarf? Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
I suppose that was the only way he could make sure...
Objection! Conjecture. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself?
Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember, they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Melissa gets a bonk. impossible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Oh, speculation. That's what I meant. Not conjecture, speculation. Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow. Why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. Okay. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it?
Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there.
But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct?
There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know, those monks, they just love cold, isolated places.
You want to talk about a cold, isolated place, bitch? Come to Cride Village. I think the witness is trying to say the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own... Okay, but she wasn't. And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body. Did you see the face tattoos?
Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent! You're a remarkably honest young woman. Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what? Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your... No, bitch! Why would you put salt in coffee? Right? Thank you. Why not? What do you mean, why not? It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? No. Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence. He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose. By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all. Well, then what was that whole shtick? Okay, let's save and then take a look at what we've got. We've got cause of death. Got the bridge map. She said she was over here. Okay. Victim here. Killer here. That's the getaway car. Yeah, I don't know how he could have carried her all the way back, but alright. Note! Dr. Dahlia, how do I connect her to it? Crime photo. Lady in the trunk. Whenever I tab out of my game, I saw your stream announcement, and since the sport team won, I call you my good luck charm. Yay! I'm apparently good luck, not for sports ball, but for hockey pucks. I'll take it. Okay. So, we've got that. Got the scarf. I don't see any face tattoos here. And then we've got her camera with the timer function. That's important, the timer. Oof. All right. So, what do you think, Velcro? What do you think?
She thinks it's time for her midnight snack is what she thinks. Okay, after he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I feel like it has to be in these first two statements. Let's try this. Let's try the map. Damn it! Ugh, killing me. I was gonna say this is murder, but literally, that's what it is. Okay, go back. Can we try the map on this one? No! Okay, so it's not the map. Quit pressing the wrong button. Okay. Would it be the photo, maybe? Could be. Nope, not the photo, neither. Man, how come my brain works in Phoneix Trials, and then anytime Mia takes over, I'm like, duh. Maybe it's not on those statements. I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks at this point. Maybe it's not that photo. Couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. I'm just like, why are these statements here? If they're not factual statements. Only supposed to talk about what I saw. Well... Nope! That's not it either! Damn it. We don't have a whole lot to work with. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Wouldn't that mean he would have gotten bloodstains on him as well? Are you saying the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Okay, and then that's when Edgeworth gets all pissy. Carried her to the car. You personally witnessed that. Yes. Did anything strange happen? I don't know if you'd call it strange. That's when the victim's scarf fell off. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Oh, hello, Crystalline! Hi, friend! Yes, leave your little gremlins in my care. I'm enjoying it, but I'm kind of stumped right now. I'm a little bit stumped, but I'm having a good time. Thank you for bringing all of your little gremlins here. Hello, gremlins. Hello, friends. My name is Martha. I am an idol, VTuber, voice coach, and your trashy guardian. My mission is to create community and connection through fandom while encouraging everyone to live as their most authentic selves. So yes, we are playing some Phoneix Wright Ace Attorney. I hope you stick around. I will crack this nut if it is the last thing I do tonight. What were you up to? Crystalline, what were y'all doing on your stream? Let me know. Well, let's just go down this rabbit trail. The defendant carried the body all by himself. Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? I thought the map would have been what did it, but it wasn't. Could he not have? I'm stumped. I'm stuck. This case is throwing me for a loop. Okay, what am I doing? Oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm really mad. I presented the right piece of evidence on all the wrong statements. God damn it. I'm so mad. I keep choosing the right shit, but I keep putting it on the wrong statement. He couldn't leave the body on top of the bridge. Wait, was that the... I just forgot what statement I was supposed to... Hang on. Let me just make sure we don't get stuck here again. Body stayed hidden. Okay. Alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Where's my game? Where'd it go? Okay. Go back. That was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Now, present the map. Map. Alright, bitch, let's go. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to right, he could have just dumped it on off of the bridge. That is dumb. Why would you move a body to the car when you could just, woo, right into the water? What is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For
those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ha ha! There we go. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. Ha ha! There we go. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Why? What was with that? The sound, you can bet your boots! Silly. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Ms. Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd to have not thrown the body in the river. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. What's sad about it, you bastard? Perhaps Miss Faye would like to try, or would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. Well, fuck you too, buddy. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Ms. Faye, it seems your assertion is without merit after all. No, it's not.
Objection!
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Objection!
Surely you can't deny the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Damn it. Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
Bullshit, Your Honor. I feel that. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Why? Why do I feel like I'm obsessed with this musical right now called Death Becomes Her, and the male lead has this show, or this song in the show, where he just, like, has a nervous fucking breakdown and just goes down this spiral, and I just keep seeing Edgeworth, like, in my head singing this song. That particular line just made me think of it. I'll have to find a slime tutorial and post it, because it's fucking hilarious. Alright, who's he talking about? Girl.
All right, I'll do my best.
After he stabbed her in the back, picked her up in his arms, carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. No, I'm not putting salt in my damn coffee. We've been over this. Okay. There has to be something about the fucking trunk. Right? After he stabbed her in the back, picked her up in his arms, he carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there. Okay. Well, it does look like he broke in. But what, kitty? You trying to give me good vibes? So I can answer this question. Let's try it.
Nope, not it. Oh, not save. Load. What are you chewing on? What are you chewing on, Seven? Don't chew on that. Oh, after he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Quit it! Don't chew on that. Carried her over to the car. Broke into the trunk of the stolen car, hid the body there. Couldn't leave the body on the bridge. Huh.
Oh shit, that worked! that was a guess. That was a complete guess. Well, maybe Godot's comment about throwing salt in your coffee isn't always wrong. That was salt that I threw in the coffee. All right, hey, I'll take it. Well, Ms. Foster, looks like you've done it this time.
Huh? Done what?
Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Ms. Faye? The killer broke into... Oh! She wasn't supposed to know the car was stolen, was she? I don't think she knew that detail. Maybe. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and?
It's simple, Ms. Foster. Take a look at the diagram. Oh, she wouldn't have seen the car. 'Cause the car was blocked by the fucking cliff. Okay. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Ha! That's right, Ms. Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall it would stop her from seeing the car. Bullshit.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. How does it wash, Mia? I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. Bingo, there it is. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact is that the escapee fled in the stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself she saw it. Bullshit. She was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Yeah, stop that shit right there. Wait a minute, you can't just say that! Ms. Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. Pfft. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair! Huh. Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando? Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair! Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know he broke into the trunk? True. Because if he stole the car, he would have had the keys. And he wouldn't have had to break into the trunk if he had the car keys. Aha! Well, Ms. Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
But how did you see it? It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? Nope.
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here.
That means I gotta save. What she just said, is there a contradiction? It doesn't, no. It doesn't work. Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Well, finally got her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explains herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. Really? What? She did it? Maybe she did. No, she isn't very likable. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was she happened to be passing by, she owns the car, she put the corpse, well, let's just say she did it. There's only one way the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes, what is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that...
I don't think so, Ms. Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for telling us all about the scratches, Ms. Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. Preposterous! To even suggest the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo she took? The timer, motherfuckers. The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already knew at that time she was taking photographs. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. Damn it, I can't save. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may have not been pushed by Ms. Foster herself. Get him, Mia! Right. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Oh. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field, as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field. Motherfucker, things are moving fast. Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Ms. Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Ms. Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer the question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge? Oh, where was she? Good fucking question. I wish I knew the answer. Okay, finish my water. My gut hunch is to say she was here, posing as the victim. That's what I thought, Emily. Okay. As we have learned from my previous mistakes in this game, go with your gut, bitch. Here we go. Oh, it worked! Okay. Naturally, the witness was right here. But that's where the victim, Ms. Hawthorne, was standing. Order! Order! Ms. Faye, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine! Of course Mr. Foles met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Foles. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? Stupid. By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Me?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. It's the note, isn't it? At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Wait a minute. Is it the note? Oh yeah, because he said white scarf. Whew. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left.
Quiet now, are we?
In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? She's gonna scream, cry, both.
Did she faint? Did she really faint?
Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why? Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit. Huh. Well, we'll have to wait for Ms. Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well, this court is in recess. To be continued. Dun, dun, dun. Hot diggity, damn it. Alright, folks, we are halfway through this trial, and we will finish next week. Next week. Ooh, juicy. Got some juicy stuff here this week. So, that was my last stream for the week because Friday I am off on another adventure, but we will be back to our usual schedule next week, along with starting some special Pride content. If you are not in the Discord server, which for people on Twitch is in the panels below, and for people on YouTube, it is in the description box, join our Discord server. We are going to hold a Sapphic watch party for Pride Month, and we have all of our options for what to watch in a poll in the watch party suggestions channel in the Discord server. So if you haven't voted on the poll yet, make sure and do that by the end of this week so we can figure out what we're gonna watch first, because we'll be watching quite a few things.
And I will have a schedule for y'all next week up by Sunday evening. That way everybody knows what we're doing and when we're doing it. It's going to be a good time. Now, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Had a lovely time. Let's see, who can I throw y'all at today? Trina is playing some Ace Attorney. Ying is live. Ooh, Coquette's playing Elden Ring. Subtracticat's playing Sea of Stars. Velvet's playing Resident Evil. Ooh, EO is playing Slay the Princess. We haven't rated EO in a hot minute. We'll go say hello to our recyclable friend, the Dumpster Club. Go say hello. And we will be back next week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely night and a good rest of your weekend. Make sure you keep watch on my social media for any updates that may be happening. And I will also be doing a Patreon overhaul. I'm changing up some of the stuff I'm going to be doing there, so I'm going to post about that as well. Thank you so much. Have a lovely night, a lovely weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.